Prophet MKO Tibetan is after my life after defrauding me of 65 million, David Temilaye cries out. A young rector, David Temilaye, has petitioned the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over an alleged 65.5 million fraud. My life is no longer safe. Their intention is to exterminate me after I paid the money, because on a normal day, I could not have paid such an amount without due process. It was like I was hypnotized by the prophet. Temilaye cries out. Temilaye accused Prophet MKO Tibetan of the Celestial Church of Christ and Elizabeth Akintunde, wife of retired Colonel David Akintunde, a former military administrator of Ogun State, of defrauding him. Temilaye, who claimed to have paid 65.5 million to Tibetan in a failed land deal, also cried out over an alleged threat to his life by the popular Lagos cleric. Sahara reporters had reported that Tibetan played the role of a middleman between the former First Lady of Ogun State, Omolara Akintunde, and Temilaye, his estranged church member who wanted to buy land from Akintunde. Temilaye claimed he sent 65.5 million to Prophet Tibetan based on trust that he would deliver the said amount to Mrs. Akintunde, which was the cost of the land in question. But the deal hit a brick wall when he found out that the land Akintunde wanted to sell was not what they had agreed on. He also discovered the land in question was meant for private use. He then requested a refund of the money, saying he was no longer interested in the deal. While speaking with Sahara reporters, Tibetan did not deny collecting money from Temilaye. He, however, claimed that the money had been paid to Akintunde. On the other hand, Akintunde denied having anything to do with Temilaye, saying Temilaye should ask Tibetan for his money. However, Temilaye, through his lawyer Ayo Durujaye and Co., in a petition to the EFCC, demanded the agency's intervention, investigation, and the recovery of the sum of 65,550,000 naira and possible persecution of the deal. The petition partly read, "We are solicitors to Mr. David Temilaye, on whose instruction that we write the petition to you for your intervention, investigation, and the recovery of the sum of 65,550,000 naira and possibly persecute the criminal acts of the deal mentioned above. The above mentioned name, Prophet MKO, Korodele Oluwatosin, and Mrs. Elizabeth Omolara Akintunde collided with each other to defraud our clients by obtaining the sum of 65,550,000 naira under false pretense and the insinuation that they have 30 plots of land, 5 acres of land at Ketu, Epe, Lagos State, the location which they described to our clients to be beside Dangote Refinery, Ibejuleki, Lagos State. Our client, Mr. David Temilaye, has been like an adopted son to Prophet MKO Tibetan, who our client sees as his prophet, godfather, and confident to the extent that he takes Tibetan's words hook, line, and sinker, hence the trust he placed on the prophet Tibetan. Prophet Tibetan was the one that introduced Madam Elizabeth Omolara Akintunde to our client, that she has some acres of land to sell, and our client agreed to buy some acres, since his godfather and prophet has assured him that he will not have any problem with regards to the purchase of the land, The statement added. Timileyin told Sahara reporters that the EFCC had initiated actions to recover the money from the deal, adding that there were indications that the cleric and Akintode had fled the country. Since I am back on the move to get a refund, Prophet Tibetan has subjected me to emotional and spiritual blackmail while also threatening his life. Besides, both the Prophet and Akintode have blocked my contact and dared me to take whatever action I wanted to take. I keep telling them that I am too young for what they are making me pass through. It's like they want to kill me before my time. I want to tell Nigerians that if I die, they should hold Prophet Tibetan responsible because it's my entire life that they want to confiscate, Timileyin said. Lamenting further, Timileyin said, "The regard I have for him, Prophet Tibetan, is no more. I took him as a spiritual father, but he has betrayed that trust." Timileyin alleged that the deal of Tibetan and Akintode may have been defrauding people before now. Where I began to suspect is that the woman was asked by Prophet Tibetan to move away from her office accommodation. They are using the land as bait, but in reality, the land was allocated for the purpose of building a refinery by the Lagos state government to Akintode, Timileyin said. He also accused the cleric of using subtle blackmail and threat to cow him. "My life is no longer safe. Their intention is to exterminate me after I paid the money, because on a normal day, I could not have paid such an amount without due process. It was like I was hypnotized by the prophet. Now that I've come to my senses, they are not comfortable. That is why Prophet Tibetan has been doing everything to buy time, hoping that something bad will happen to me," he said.